This week, in my Evernote video, I'm going to give you a sneak peek into something that's coming to Evernote in the near future that I'm particularly excited about. Hello and welcome to another episode of my Working with Evernote series. My name is Pullein, and in this week's episode I'm going to show you something that I am really excited about coming to Evernote. Now, Evernote is doing a lot of stuff in the background, and this is actually what I see in comments on my channel is that is causing a lot of frustration for many users. Now the thing is, Evernote is going to get better. It's not going to disappear anytime soon, and the team at Evernote under Ian Small are doing some incredible work. Now, if you want to know what's happening at Evernote, you can subscribe to the Evernote YouTube channel, and I'm going to put a link to that in the notes below. But this week, what I want to do is to show you the new Notes editor. Now, I got to point out that this is very much in the beta version. So this is not necessarily the finished product. It may get better, it may get worse, but this is what we currently have in the beta version, and I really want to show you what Evernote are doing and how they're overcoming some of the issues that have been raised. And the other thing I should point out is that one thing that Ian Small is stressing and emphasizing is making sure that every single platform Evernote is the same, because one of the issues I find is that something that works on Mac isn't necessarily working on Windows and isn't necessarily working on the mobile interface, and what they want to do is to try and unify all platforms so they all work the same way, which would be fantastic. So enough of me talking. What I want to do is now show you exactly what's going on. Now, before I go into Evernote, I would just like to say, if you do get some value from this video, please hit that like button below, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you want the latest news on Evernote, then please subscribe to this channel. Okay, let's go into Evernote, and I'm going to show you what's coming to the new Evernote Note editor. Okay, so let's get started with this, and all I really want to do is to show you the new Note editor that we are all going to be getting soon. I don't know when, and Evernote have not released a date that this is going to come, but this is what they're working on, and it very much is, and I should stress this, a work in progress. Now let's go to the top here, and you'll notice that the note editing, or the functions that you can use for editing, have changed quite significantly, and there's quite a few new things. One of the things that I picked up in the video when they talked about this was that they are going to start sorting out the text. So we've got normal text here, and we've got large heading, medium header, small header, and I actually quite like that because it's going to help us to keep a little bit of consistency in the way that we organize our notes. Another thing that they've done here is they've created the different types of text. So rather than being able to choose a specific font, and this again might change with the final version, but we have sans serif, serif, serif slab, monospace, script, and handwritten, which is quite nice because remember that Evernote is a note application. It's not a word processor, and I've had many comments on these videos where people say, oh, I wish Evernote would do this and I wish Evernote would do that, and when I look at those what the features they're asking for is, that's what Microsoft Word does, that's what Apple Pages does, or Google Docs do. You've got to be very aware of what your different apps are meant to use. Evernote is not, and I repeat that, is not a word processor. It's a note taking application. If you need formatting options beyond the basic formatting options, then you should be using Microsoft Word, Google Docs, or Apple Pages. But continue here, we can change the text size, of course, and then we've got the colors, the bold, italic, underline, and highlighter. And the highlighting tool is something that I absolutely love. And then we've got bullet points, numbers, and then we have something else. And what I do is I want to show you this. So I'm going to do this. This is a sample. And this is something that I think a lot of people are going to find very useful. So I'm going to do here test light, because my brain is not very creative today. So test 1, test 2, test 3, test number 4. So let's just put those in. So normally in the current version of Evernote, we've got we can create a checkbox for these, and let's imagine these were tasks, so we can just create the text box, and that's what happens. And when we click that, all we do is we just get like, well, it would be a tick. In the new version, it's a cross. Fine, that's okay, that works, but it doesn't really do anything specific, and I can't move anything around, and it's just a checkbox essentially. So let's just put that in. So what we'll do is just remove these out of the way. And remember, this is a beta version, and by the way, in UK we say beta, not beta. So let's just say now I'm going to create a what they call here a checklist. Now something changes. When I check these off, it actually checks them off like it would be a checklist. And actually I really quite like that, because now it actually, when you have a long list of checks, you can actually see what you've checked off. So there's something, and then you can add a link, and then blah blah blah. You've got all the various other things that you can add in here. And for the inserting, you can insert a table, the divider, attachment, photo, and code block as usual, which you can with most of the other things with typical Evernote. And another one, by the way, is if you want to, I figured out the keyboard shortcut, same that works on the iOS. You can just type in the 3 stars, hit return, and you do get the divider. You don't actually have to use the thing. Now, one thing I should point out before you all get really excited about using this is, and I'm going to stress it again, is the beta or beta editor. Now, one of the things that you'll notice is if I just go into my favorites, for example, shortcuts, all I've got is shortcuts is the notebooks. Now, in my application that I use every single day, my shortcuts are a bit longer than that, because I'm also using tags in shortcuts as well, which are not showing up. Also, like most of the keyboard shortcuts that we are actually used to will not work. So I would not recommend, if you're interested in joining the beta program, I do not recommend that you actually set up your main Evernote account as the beta, because it really is just at the moment testing. But one of the things that I have been very impressed with is this new note editor. And one of the things I'm quite excited is that when this comes out across all the platforms, and that's something that Evernote is going to do. They're trying to unify all their different apps on all the different platforms so that we all get the same experience. And right now, I'm actually quite impressed with what they're doing. I know it's all in the background, and I know everybody really wants to get the Evernote to be updated. But for those of you who are worried that Evernote is not doing anything new, it's not innovating, but it's not coming out with new features and so on, I'm actually quite excited about what's coming. This, for a start, is quite impressive. It's quite exciting about what we're going to be able to do, and once it goes mainstream, I'm sure most people will be really impressed. There's going to be a learning curve, of course, when people are going to be wondering whether to use checkboxes or checklists. Well, that's going to be the big debate, I guess. And remember, things can change in beta anyway, so maybe we'll only end up with checklists instead of checkboxes, but maybe we'll keep the checkboxes. I don't know. But the beauty of it is this is actually quite impressive. I'm really excited about what's coming, and hopefully for those of you who have doubts about Evernote's future, you do not need to worry. There's a lot of new stuff coming. There's a lot of work going on in the background. And if you really want to find out more details about what's going on, then by all means just go into the Evernote YouTube channel. They're doing a series of interviews with different team members, and they are really quite eye-opening about what's going on and what's going to be happening in the future. So once again, thank you very much for watching this episode. I hopefully it's given you a taster and hopefully settled a few nerves about Evernote. It's here to stay, and we don't need to worry about what's going to happen in the future. Just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Thank you very much for watching this video. Now, have I got something special to tell you about? The Time and Life Mastery version 3 course has launched. Now, this course is transformative. It will transform your life. If you find that your life is drifting from one day to the next and that you feel that you're not actually achieving your goals, then this course is going to show you how to change that. It's going to show you how to identify what is truly important to you. It's going to show you how to find what it is you want out of life, and then show you the steps that you need to take in order to get there. This course is amazing. The feedback I've got from versions 1 and version 2 have just been tremendous. It has helped so many people, and I want this opportunity to tell you that it can do the same for you. I hope you will take a look at the course, have a go, take the course, and start transforming your life today. This course will do that for you. Take a look, get yourself enrolled, and hopefully I'll see you in the course.